As chair of the Committee on World Food Security, I'm here to deliver a clear and simple message, which is one of our key policy recommendations: the need to better integrate climate change, agriculture and food security. And when I say food security, I mean food security in all its dimensions. Not only global availability, but accessibility, utilization and stability. It means that when research considers ways to reduce emissions from the agricultural sector, it also has to integrate the potential effects on food security and nutrition. Food production has to improve, and climate change will make that more difficult, particularly in certain regions. Science indicates that the Mediterranean region is one of the regions which will be the most impacted by climate change. That, in fact, is a hot spot of climate change. Climate change already exacerbates water scarcity, which has been identified as one of the major limits to agricultural development in the region. This will also exacerbate land scarcity, which in many countries is linked to water availability. Climate change will also further aggravate erosion, loss of fertile soil and land degradation caused by droughts and violent precipitations. The Mediterranean region will also be indirectly affected by the impacts of climate change elsewhere in the world, such as food price increases and volatility. There are many factors that contribute to price volatility, but experts identified climate change as one of them and as one likely to increase and intensify. I see that the impacts of climate change and adaptation are quite well integrated in your agenda, and I commend you for this. I also want to highlight some of the work we have been conducting in CFS, which is very relevant to you. This includes our policy recommendations on food security and climate change that were agreed in 2012, as well as those on social protection and food price volatility, which are backed up by science and evidence-based reports from our high-level panel of experts on food security and nutrition. At CFS 42 in October this year, the subject of our policy negotiations and recommendations is water and food security and nutrition, another topic of major importance and interest for you. The high-level panel of experts report that the policy recommendations will be based on will be launched on the 15th of May and will be available to download from our website. I encourage you to read it and be part of the discussion. CFS needs the views of everyone to make our decisions as robust as possible. We need both private and public sector investments to better prepare agriculture for future challenges. Last year, CFS adopted principles for responsible investment in agriculture and food systems, which represents the first global agreement where no country objected to reducing greenhouse gas emissions in the agricultural sector, which may not sound like a lot, but signifies an important step forward in the need for global action on climate change. The principles also address adaptation, natural resource use, genetic diversity and land and water rights, among other issues important to achieving food security and nutrition. Like all CFS products and recommendations, they provide a very useful framework for all stakeholders to work together to achieve our common goals. I'm always interested to hear about multi-stakeholder partnerships that mobilize action on the ground to help agriculture address climate change challenges. These partnerships are essential to truly make a difference, and so I was delighted when the Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture was launched at the Climate Summit organized by the Secretary General of the United Nations. The Global Research Alliance association with this partnership is an important opportunity, and I wish you a successful collaboration when you meet at CIRAD in Montpellier at the 3rd Scientific Conference on Climate Smart Agriculture. Colleagues, I'm sorry not to be with you today to hear your deliberations and be part of the debate, but we all know that putting words into action and working together is the key to finding solutions to such important issues as the one you are discussing. I wish you a very fruitful workshop with outcomes and results that will improve lives, yields, sustainability and resilience.